Big 6 Lesson Conclusion. My name is Megan Chambers. I'm your librarian here at the school. This lesson is to help reinforce and teach strong researching skills by breaking down the process into 6 easy steps. On Blindspace, you can find the handout that I have created summarizing the Big 6 steps. You can check out the reference link on that handout for additional information. The Big 6, Step 1. Task definition. What is your problem? What information do you need to find? The problem could be you need to know about snakes. What information do you need to know about the snakes? Do you need to know their habitat, what they eat? Do you need to know what part of the food chain they're in? Are they eaten by other species? Are they venomous to humans? These are the type of information you're looking to find. Big 6, Step 2. Information seeking strategies. What are some possible sources? What sources out of those would be the most beneficial? We could use an encyclopedia. We could use some articles in the database. We can look in your textbooks, which you might have looked for. You might have information about snakes in your biology book. Now, out of all the sources you've looked at, which ones would be the most beneficial? Looking at sources like Wikipedia would not be as beneficial as using a source from a textbook, for example. Big 6, Step 3, Location and Access. Go find the source. If you need to use a textbook, but the textbook is only kept in your classroom, you know you can only get access to that book during the school time. So you can't wait until after school to do your project. You need to go and then find the information within your sources. If you have to get in a database that needs a password, you got to find the database, get the password, and then look inside the database to find the sources that you need. Big 6, Step 4, Use of information. You need to read, evaluate, listen, watch, or view your located sources. You need to find which information are relevant to your project. You might have an entire book about snakes encyclopedia, but your snake that you're specifically looking for is not in that source. So you need to go through the information and make sure that the material you need is in there. Big 6, Step 5, Synthesis. Now is when you put all of the information together from all your sources. This is when you would write the draft for your paper or create your PowerPoint, etc., and put all of your stuff together. At this point in time, you might want to show somebody your work to help get it reviewed. You can ask a teacher or a friend, have somebody do the proofreading for you, and discover if you're missing any sort of materials. This might be a good time to go look at the rubric and make sure that you've touched up on every step that your teacher has asked you for. Big 6, Step 6. Now you need to evaluate your work. Examine your work. Make corrections as needed. Go back and change information that you may have missed, or if you saw that you missed adding in the habitat for the snakes in your paper, you might want to go back and add that. Was this information effective? Did it come across with the points that you're trying to make? Did it answer your questions? Was it efficient? Did you go through and name everything efficiently throughout the paper, or did you mix everything up so it's a jumbled mess? If you have the habitat listed where you're also talking about their food source, that might be a little confusing. So make sure that your paper can be read effectively and efficiently. Conclusion. Following these steps in your research project, make sure that you are able to identify what you need and how you need to find the information and where it is located. Sometimes when you start a project, it can seem hectic and a little frantic and you're not sure where to start. But following these steps helps organize the information and guide you in the direction that you need to go.